people get amazed on how accurate my predictions are, the timing, the rituals that I recommend. So my friend messaged me and asked, and I said, like, I have an app for that. I put all my time, place of birth, and then it gives me the rituals and the remedies and also the prediction. How easy is that? It's available here. Okay, Aries, so let's see what you guys have for me for the eclipse that is coming on the 14th of October. Now, we're going to look at this for the next 3 months. And normally, like the eclipse will happen and then it's going to change some parts of our life. And I have it all here on the phone, actually. So, down there, if you don't know your chart, both sidereal and western, you can get the app. It's free to download. You can try it for free. You just need your time, place of birth, and it's going to give you all the information in your birth chart. It's going to give you information and remedies. It's very, very useful. I use this for the past 4 years. The link is in the comments and in the description box below. Okay? So then we're going to go for your tarot. Now, don't forget also during the time of eclipse, we need to safeguard our energy, and I want everybody to have the benefit of protection, which is this one. This one is free. If you get the Infinite Fortune, any of our Infinite Fortune Real Gold PIAO right here, this is free. This is worth $70. It's free because it has obsidian, and not everybody, some people have just citrine. So I says I give it for free for the first 30 people who orders it. No codes needed. You can check it out. Okay, so it's totally free. We ship international, and we also ship this for free in the US. Okay, so let's begin here for the astrology part, Aries. I'm gonna have to use your ascendant or moon sign. Then we're gonna proceed to the tarot. So first, let's discuss how is this gonna affect us on for the Aries. I'm not gonna go into the effect of an eclipse, meaning on a bigger. I'm gonna go for your sign only. Okay, so Aries. Okay, now if you don't know your moon sign, you can get it there, your ascendant sign, and then with the tarot, you can watch this how you see fit. Okay. So for the Aries, with the eclipse happening, oh, I'm looking at this all in the phone, guys, on the app. I'm just letting you know, okay? You can do it to yourself also. So that's why I suggest you download it. Now, there's gonna be a significant challenge for the Aries with regards to their dating. Let me just put this to the side so you guys can see a good profile. The key light is here. Okay, so with the okay, there you go. With everything happening, oh, sorry, not in the fifth house, sixth house for you, because this is happening in Chitra Nakshatra, which is a Virgo and then Libra. So Chitra is ruled by Mars. You're ruled by Mars, and this is the star of like a how to say this, like you wanna focus here on your health and your relationship with others. Okay, because you still have the nodes first house and then seventh house Rahu Ketu, and then you have now an eclipse happening in Chitra Nakshatra, which crosses from Virgo and to Libra again. So you will feel the energy changes with regards to your health. That's the sixth house. Your day to day, your work. You may encounter some sort of frustration with regards to dealing with others. You may have um, some sort of enemies, and these enemies that you will have, these are from your work environment. I would suggest in the next 3 months for the Aries to visit your healthcare provider. This is the time where you also would need to settle debts. This is the time where you need to focus on like your credit card, your spending, how do you say this? What else that you have been like, accruing basically. Like, because some people they say it's like they don't have their credit cards, but then money that you owe, it could be your car. This is something that you have to pay off, your home, your mortgage, your rent, or just a person that you owe. So it's not always credit card, but this can be something that you borrowed and that you owe now. Now it can be, of course, it's gonna be monetary because now this is how we trade in. But think of it that you have other things that you are in debt, which means let's just say you are in debt of someone's goodwill, then this is the perfect time for you to repay back any kind, Aries, of good deeds that was given to you. Okay. Now, since it's happening partly also because it's a cross between Virgo and Libra, that's where the nodes is. This is in the 14th, by the way, of October. Depending on where you're at, I'm seeing here where, especially if you are manifesting wealth, I suggest that this is the citrine one, the infinite fortune citrine. I suggest that you work with that energy, okay? Because this has helped me pay off my debts. Yes, always, you know. I'm seeing here where the relationship, since Mars also is in your seventh house, we call it a Marakana Stana, MKS, we call it, where the planet drowns. So we have combust, where the planet gets basically outshined by the sun. And then we also have where the planet drowns where it's sitting. So there are two places that we don't want our Lagna Lord in particular in, is in the seventh or in the second. Okay, those are also we call it the death houses. Okay. But this one, it loses its strength. So you may feel lethargic, out of energy, because you have been dealing with people in conflict with you. Because Mars in the seventh house is our opposition. It's dealing with others. If Mars is there and K2 is there in the seventh, and then you have the solar eclipse happening, so a lot of things are going against you. So a complete, how to call this, recluse would be suggested. I'm seeing here right now that during this time, it would be best for you to basically, tame down the beast, which is you. You may run out of patience. Let me just see where is also, because I have my monitor here. Okay, okay. I got bigger one here because my eyes. Okay. So during this time, Mars is in Swati Nakshatra, and I believe Swati is ruled by Saturn, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Swati. Okay. Rahu. Okay. Oh, there's that confusion. Okay. So you may feel like some sort of illusion dealing with others, and you will find some sort of conflict. So try not to judge the situation on how you're seeing it. I need you to be more, not just reliant on your intuition, because it feels like you may get overwhelmed. And I'm telling you, this is the next 3 months, right? So this is not just like, oh, a monthly reading for October. No, the way that the eclipse energy work, it's so five pentacles with a strength card. You may be dealing with finances, right? This is dealing with someone who refuses to talk to you. Next 3 months would be a cycle of trying to figure out if you still want this relationship. So I would, oh, see, the toxicity, right? So now is the time where we try to analyze what is going on, right? So the past 18 months, considering that you have your chart and then your tarot over here, you have been dealing with a karmic connection. It's not the most pleasant connection that we can have, but it is a powerful connection that it brings us to what K2 is. K2 is a planet, or some people don't consider it as a planet, but it is a graha where it brings enlightenment to us. It is liberation, which means it's freedom, but not liberation we become a spirit, because there's no planet that brings us to spirit. It's only death, meaning we die. So this planet teaches us what we are from within. You may find yourself separating at this time because, again, everything is happening in the seventh house. So relationship wise, in the next 3 months, it may escalate to a more, let's just say, deceptive, manipulative. Well, let's just go where nobody want to go. It's toxic, right? So here in the tarot, this is a karmic pull from your person, but it's still spiritual though. It's still soulful. It's just that the Aries has been dealing with a past debt, karmic debt. Remember, wherever K2 is our past life. If K2 is in the seventh in your transit, without considering your dasha and your antardasha, I'm just looking at it on a transit perspective. This is now showing that this past life connection is surfacing. It's bringing out trauma, And then this is the time that you can resolve it. And that's why when I told you guys earlier, I would recommend this one, and this is free. If you get this one, it is free. It's a double PIAO. Okay, it's our bestseller, and I said it's like I feel like everyone should be weary. Is it weary or like more cautious during this eclipse? And I always wear an obsidian. Okay, but you can't wear both at the same time. Okay, that's why this is more of like just this eclipse, the first 30, because I make it myself. I make it myself. This is handcrafted. So during this time, this is gonna surface. I need your mind to be more prepared and more aware of how things can unfold all of a sudden. It's the next 3 months. You will watch me, of course, do my tarot. You will watch me all these things. But this reading supersedes all those because this is like be warned for what is coming because this is the final countdown or a decision has to be made. Three of Wands is the part where you may be looking forward to the future and finally closing a chapter between you and your person right now. This is now looking at other things in life that means so much for you besides the karmic pool that you are getting from this relationship. Now, remember when you download the app, you just need the your time and place of birth, and it also has a Western astrology. So this is both sidereal and Western astrology. The link is in the comments, which and in the description box below, and it will tell you also a specific ritual that you can use or you can do during the time of the eclipse. Remember, the eclipse is not an auspicious time to be outside. The majority of the people they like to stare at it. During the time, the luminaries, the sun and the moon, the king and the queen, are being basically eclipsed out. It is not good to have, like, let's just say you have to focus on sattvic meals. What is that? Vegetarian, because the energy Agni, which is sun, that helps us burn the food, is not there, which only means that if we don't have the fire, if you eat meat, it would stay there. And if meat sits in your stomach, imagine it's just sitting there. It will release toxin. So during the time, vegan if you can, or stay away from meat, or if you can even do fasting. That's one of the remedies that I do during the time of the eclipse, because you will feel the energy is shifting. This is a very big time for people who understand astrology, because eclipse marks an end and a beginning. There will be things that is eclipse out, and there will be things that will be not eclipse in, because you can brought back now to the surface. So I will leave you guys with this message. Make sure to check out, of course, our Infinite Fortune. This is the citrine I'm wearing for, of course, for finances, especially you Aries. We ship internationally, and it's available, of course, free of shipping in the US. And the first 30 gets the free black obsidian with natural citrine. No codes needed. If you guys like this kind of like reading, put it in the comments. I know you always like it when I do astrology and I combine it with tarot. I'll see you guys again.